We must be prepared to make whatever sacrifices are needed to implement the 10th plan. Therefore, I submit, starting with these two assumptions, namely that the plan target has got to be implemented, and secondly, that deficit financing has got to be avoided, both in the interests of the economy as well as of progress. We are left with only one option, namely to impose taxes. I know that our present Finance Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, is a man of conviction, and what is more important, has the courage of his conviction. That is why I think in living memory he is the one Finance Minister who has come out with this bold and courageous plan of imposing taxation to the tune of rupees 1,000 crores in one single year, to impose taxes of the dimension of rupees 1,000 crores in one single year requires tremendous courage, and I must congratulate him for the step that he has taken, because it was the least that any finance minister could do, faced as he was with the circumstances which I have just narrated. With the imposition of these taxes, the uncovered deficit dwindles down from rupees 500 crores. That itself is of great help. I believe the government should take immediate steps when we are taking very drastic measures to tax every sector of society, from the rich to the poor. It becomes our duty, in fact our trust, that the money that we raise is spent as carefully and as economically as possible. In the general elections, I too had, along with other honorable members of our party and other parties also, to go into the country, to the villages and towns and everywhere. The people did not mind these taxes, but the grievance is that some of the money or a lot of money is being wasted. There was the grievance with regard to corruption on the lower levels of the official dump, and what is more, that there was considerable wastage. Every official, even a small official, seems to be having a Jeep or a Maruti and is running about burning petrol and spending on TA, DA, etc. And the work is being rushed through in the months of February and March, in order that the grant may not lapse, and if the taxpayers' money were meant to be sacrificed ruthlessly and mercilessly, whatever happens, therefore it becomes necessary for the government, both at the center and in the states, at all levels, to see that all the money raised and spent in these plans is fully utilized. Patel, if we study the growth of human civilization, land was the mainstay of human life in the ancient past. Some cultivators having lands in close proximity to one another built a group of houses known as village. Some villages developed into towns because of establishment of industries. In India, Calcutta, Bombay, Delhi, Madras and Kanpur are the biggest cities. 70% of India lives in villages. India is an agricultural country and the Indian village is predominantly populated by the farmers. The life of the villages has been mainly shaped by their common profession, agriculture. The day long they talk about the crops, the monsoon, the tube well, the tractor, the seeds, the fertilizer, the livestock, the prices of their produce, and the facilities for agricultural loans. They are averse to keeping pace with the advancement of human civilization. Primary and middle schools have been opened in all the villages and higher secondary schools are within their reach. But they are reluctant to send their children to schools. The villages are backward, superstitious and orthodox. Medical facilities are not available in the villages. They do not have civic amenities like roads, drainage, sewerage, supply of drinking water and sanitation. They are devoid of modern means of entertainment, the cinema, the television, the club, the hotel and the restaurant. But the village life is enviable too. The villager never becomes a victim of tension. He leads a patient, calm and carefree life. He is not time conscious. He never pants if he is late. He lives peacefully. He lives in fresh and healthy air and eats wholesome and nutritional food. Lot of fresh milk, vegetables, butter, ghee and eggs are available to him. He is hospitable and shares the joy and the sorrow of his village folk. City life is diametrically different from village life. Cities have become the nerve centers of human activity. Big industries are located in cities. Big companies have their offices in cities. State and central governments have selected cities as their headquarters. Cities like Calcutta, Bombay and Kanpur are industrial and commercial towns. Delhi is the capital of India and is having a large number of government offices. The industrial and office workers get up early and start crowding the streets, buses and local trains. Traffic starts moving on the roads early in the morning and disturbs the sleep of the people. Automobiles and chimneys and gases of the factories pollute the city air. All the cities are having housing problem. There is acute shortage of houses in all the cities. The rents are exorbitant and generally 5-6 persons have to share a small room. People of the city have become self-centered and selfish. They do not share the distress and prosperity of their neighbors and co-dwellers. People in the cities develop a comfortable attitude because of availability of modern means. Most of the manual work is done by machines. On the other hand, city life is enjoyable too. Cities provide all the modern human facilities. All civic amenities are available. Cities are seats of higher education. The rich live in the cities. Luxurious hotels, clubs and restaurants are an irresistible attraction of the city life. The best medical facilities are available in the cities. The biggest attraction in cities is job opportunities. Cities are a heaven for job seekers. Every rose has its thorns. Similarly, be it village life or city life, each has its own advantages and disadvantages. Despite the comfort and glamour of city life, I like the innocent warmth of village life. I love living in my village. After all, it is here that India lives. Consultant Council for the Appellant has not disputed the factum of occurrence in the manner as has been proved by the prosecution of killing the six. It would not be proper and relevant to give details of the injuries of the deceased and the injured six who had taken shelter in the police station. The post-mortem reports are on the record. We have perused the same and are of the opinion that the noon question which requires answer by this court is as to whether the act is committed by the appellant was in state of insanity or not. Therefore, no useful purpose would be served by saying something about the post-mortem report on which counsel for the appellant has also not advanced any argument back. Considering the argument of the counsel for the appellant are in the opposite backdrop, which is said to have acted upon the mind of the accused to relapse to insanity as to whether he was having an attack of insanity after lucid intervals is now to be seen in the circumstances of the case and killing of the sick and firing upon his fellow officers and staff immediately before and preceding the act of occurrence. As stated above, the appellant was perfectly normal before commission of the crime, and when aside, Sri Ram Singh and other reached and tried to snatch the rifle from him, he uttered that to keep them at away. Manish Parekh, start. The girl has given statement to the sub-inspector that all the opposite four persons were blackmailing her from the day she had gone to the shop of Vinod for getting photographs prepared for affixing it on her examination form. But apart from her photographs, for the purpose of examination, some more photographs were also taken in compromising position after forcing her to drink some intoxicating liquid. She also stated that she could not cry for help as she was threatened. She denied the suggestion that she has not been abducted by Shindu and others and that she was not above 18 years of age at the time of her abduction. PW2 Srimati Santo Devi, wife of Sri Rajveer Singh, has stated that at the time of incident, her daughter was studying in class 12. She had gone to give her intermediate final examination on 21/4/2001 at Sanatan Dharam Inter College. When she did not return from the college after the examination in the evening, a search was made, but she could not be traced out. That Chinnu, Naren and Vinod were also not present in the police lines, that is, at their residence. After some time, when Vinod returned, he on inquiry informed her that if any legal step is not taken against him, he may inform her about her daughter. In these circumstances, after knowing the full facts, the FIR was lodged after about a month of actual date of incident. She also denied the fact that her daughter was above 18 years of age. The appellate court must keep in view these aforementioned observations in dealing with the appeals where the trial court has acquitted the accused. In Dhanbal versus State of UP by Public Prosecutor Madras Criminal Appeal number 987 of 2002 decided on September 1, 2009. This court again examined the aforementioned decisions and analyzed the principles emerging out of the said decisions. It seems to us that despite series of judgments, the High Court has not clearly appreciated the legal position. Unquestionably, the appellate court has power to review and re-appreciate the entire evidence on record. The appellate court would be justified in reversing the judgment of acquittal only if there are substantial and compelling reasons on which the judgment of the trial court is found to be perverse judgment, interfering in a routine manner where other views is possible, is contrary to the settled legal position crystallized by the aforementioned judgments of this court. The accused is presumed to be innocent until proven guilty. The accused possessed this presumption when he was before the trial court. The trial court's acquittal bolsters the presumption that he is innocent. This fundamental principle must be kept in view while dealing with the judgments of acquittal passed by the trial court. It is apparent from the charge sheet that though overwhelming of allegations are being made against the defendant in the first information report, but he was not charge sheeted. In the charge sheet, he was not made unaccused. During the course of the trial, when the evidence proceeded, that trial, the statement of the prosecutrix clearly exhibited that the defendant appears to have committed an offence as alleged, and on the basis of that evidence, he can be tried together with the remaining accused. The court may proceed against such person and on a perusal of the order shows that the court has considered the evidence given by the prosecutrix, and then on the basis of that evidence, it appeared to the lower court that defendant has committed any offence, and then he legally proceeded in accordance with the provision as enunciated in section 319 CRPC. A fair perusal of the order indicates that prima facie no error or illegality has been committed by the learned lower court while passing the order on the application under section 319 CRPC. So far as the question of discussion of document produced by the respondent accused is concerned, it is worthwhile to note that at this stage of the proceedings, the defense evidence cannot be considered when the charge has been framed and trial has proceeded. After framing of the charge, the evidence of prosecution witness will proceed, and after the conclusion of the prosecution evidence, the statement of accused shall be recorded under section 313 CRPC. In reply of the above contention, it is submitted by learned AG and learned counsel appearing on behalf of the complainant that the disease was brought by the applicant from her parental house with her desire in the evening of 25/6/2009, and on the same night, the applicant has killed his wife on the roof. Its information has been given to police station immediately after the arrest incident by the applicant. The statement of Khushi Ram, the landlord of the house, has been recorded under section 161 CRPC. He stated that the applicant often quarreled with his wife. The applicant was involved in satta business. He had taken the loan from many persons, and to repay the loan, he wanted to marry with another woman. In a pre-planned manner, he obtained an insurance policy in the name of his wife for ₹5 lakh at about 3:30 a.m. He heard the sort of fire. He and one witness, Ramesh, saw the applicant was armed with country-made pistol. Thereafter, he entered into his room. The same statement has been given by witness Ramesh. There is no reason of false implication of the applicant. Therefore, the applicant may not be released on bail. Para. Considering the facts and circumstances of the case, submission made by learned counsel for the applicant, learned AG, and from the producer of the record, it appears that the applicant is the husband of the deceased. The allegation against him is that in a pre-planned manner he has committed murder of his wife. Immediately after commission of the murder, the landlord of the house and one witness Ramesh saw the applicant that he was having a country-made pistol. The gravity of the offence is too much. Without expressing any opinion on the merits of the case, the applicant is not entitled to bail. The prayer for bail is refused. Accordingly, this application is rejected. Application rejected.
The purpose of constituting an offence of cheating, the complainant is required to show that the accused had fraudulently or dishonestly have the intention at the time of making promise or representation. Even in a case where allegations are made in regard to failure on the part of the accused to keep his promise in absence of a culpable intention at the time of making initial promise being absent, no offence under section 420 of the Indian Penal Code can be said to have been made out. We may reiterate that one of the ingredients of cheating as defined in section 415 of the Indian Penal Code is the inexistence of an intention of making initial promise or existence thereof from the very beginning of formation of contract.
Ram and others was the state of UP, whereupon strong reliance has been placed by the learned Additional Solicitor General. This court, noticing various decisions, opined that when there are various infirmities, the Supreme Court can interfere. It is therefore a case which comes within the purview of the dicta laid down therein. It is significant to notice that in that case itself, this court, keeping in view the findings arrived at therein, allowed the appeal preferred by the accused persons and set aside the judgment of conviction. It is one thing to say that ordinarily a concurrent finding of facts shall not be interfered with by this court in exercise of its jurisdiction under Article 136 of the Constitution of India. But it is another thing to say that despite opining that accused are entitled to acquittal, a judgment of conviction passed against them should be upheld. In fact, the jurisdiction of this court must be exercised wherever it is required to do so.
Indisputably, on 17.11.2007, Monica filed a petition under Section 9 of the Hindu Marriage Act, 1955, seeking for restitution of conjugal rights, marked as case number 683 of 2007, which is pending in the Court of Learned Additional District Judge, T. Hazari, New Delhi, Para. We may place on record that at the instance of Monica, several attempts have been made for reconciliation of matrimonial dispute between her and Vikas Para. We may also place on record that applications dated 9/5/2008 and 31/5/2008 respectively were also filed before this court by the respondent for mediation. Para. Chandan Sharma, another son of the appellants, came from Hong Kong to India for that purpose. Monica, however, insisted that appellant number 1 himself should come to India before her husband Vikas comes, which was not acceptable to the appellants as the reconciliation of the disputes was to take place between Monica and her husband Vikas Para. We may notice that even this code in the transfer petition filed by Monica, being transfer petition within bracket criminal close bracket number 258 of 2007, by its order dated 4/2008, impeded Union of India through Ministry of External Affairs as a party, and Learned Additional Solicitor General appearing for Union of India made a statement before this court on 11.4.2008 that emergency travel documents would be made available to Vikas, and upon his arrival, a regular passport would be issued. Stop. Interpol/Ministry of External Affairs were directed not to enforce the red corner notice against Vikas Sharma. Stop. Pursuant thereto, Vikas travelled to India. Para. On 9/5/2008, Vikas appeared before this court in transfer petition, open bracket, criminal, close bracket, number 258/2007, and this court by an order dated 9/5/2008 directed the complainant and Vikas to report to the senior coordinator of the mediation cell at the Hazari Courts, Delhi, to explore the possibilities of resolving of the settlement of their matrimonial discord. Stop. Pursuant thereto, the parties appeared before the learned senior mediator and the mediation processes were resorted to on day-to-day basis. Stop. Indisputably, however, the said negotiation failed. The matter was listed before this court on 11/6/2008. Stop. The parties were given an opportunity to reconcile their disputes. Stop. However, they could not arrive at any settlement. The High Court, by reason of the impute order dated 21/1/2008, dismissed the application for quashing the summoning order dated 21.3.2005 filed by the appellants herein.
We must